Hey guys, Tarek here bringing you this 1v1 today. We are on Langreskaya playing for UJ, spawning in the north. We have Burmie playing as Austere, and his loadout is Lightning War, Storm and Festung armor. He's also got these Flak Panzer suppression builds. He's got two of these, and I believe it causes the machine gun on them to actually suppress. Not sure how well it does with just two. I've seen with three. Anyway, facing up against him will be kil4thrilz, who has playing as Brits, has commandos, royal artillery, and royal engineer. So this is my. Oh man, I'm getting a bit of micro stutter here. My first cast since switching to Windows 10, so hopefully there's no real hiccups.
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! No, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! No, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! No, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger!
Oh, what was that? Just kidding. So hopefully there are not too many issues. Just let me know performance-wise, you know, what levels-wise. Did do some recording checks before starting out here, but you never know. You never know. And switching to the new OS, how it's going to end up. So it looks like Burmie investing in a second machine gun. That's interesting. Certainly going to lock down a lot of territory, but not going to give him much pushing power.
We are ready for action.
It's like kil4thrilz there decided to get out of there. I mean, he was quite clumped up on that light cover there, very vulnerable to a rifle grenade just one-shotting him, so that was probably a good idea from him. Now Burmie starting his tech. Kil4thrilz already completed his tech, got some engineers up. And wow, this is going really slowly right now. Okay, here we go. We've got something. We've got a Bofors going down behind the hedgerow. So unlikely Burmie's going to spot that. And once that's up, it can destroy this hedgerow. So provide pretty good protection and control over this central VP. And I imagine following up after that will be a mortar pit. He's got a bit of manpower still spared, saved up. And this is a decent map. If you can put a mortar pit down, it can cover quite a sizable amount of territory. I mean, you always want to be able to cover two VPs with the mortar pit, and I mean, very easy to do on this map. You can cover yours and the central one, even from a defensive position like close to your base. But I think he'll probably go for a slightly more aggressive positioning. We'll have to wait and see though. And even though he doesn't have the advanced emplacements doctrine, this one actually makes emplacements extremely hard to kill as well. That stand fast, very powerful. And I personally had a match a short while ago where he was using this. It was top 50 player Brits. But I think it's like rank 600 other factions. Obviously only good with emplacements. And he used this. I tried building two LEFHs, but I just could not do enough damage to them in time. Even with two LEFHs. And if I did kill Emplacement, he could just rebuild it before I could get anything going, really. So I ended up losing that match. It was very depressing. But yeah, just proof that you can make Emplacements go with this commander. And there we go. He's got it. And Burmie, very lucky to escape with this 222. But now I bet you he's just kicking himself. He's like, damn it. Got this 222. And now it's kind of it's not very useful at all. Can't operate anywhere near that Bofors set. I mean, he's lucky he got it out alive there. Does have some utility if he had a doctrine with spotting scopes, which he doesn't, so that's an issue. Maybe if he manages to vet it up and give it its vet 2 sight bonus, he can use it for scouting. But yeah, he's in a tough spot. Okay, now we're seeing pack from Burmie. Very hard to knock down these placements with the pack, because obviously the mortar pit can clear it just so very quickly. Well, we'll have to see how he gets. Oh, he's going for a second mortar pit already. This is not looking good. It's not looking good at all. I think one of the problems with Emplacements is it seems like AT guns can kind of shoot through them. So Brit players can put up a pack like kind of behind the Emplacements and then shoot at your tanks through them. It is a real issue that I've found facing up against Emplacements. Okay, so we've got Stand Fast activated now. And he's got to pop brace as well. Maybe he should jump in and garrison that. That's exactly what he's going to do. And now pop the suppressing barrage. He's also got a command universal carrier with the recon plane, and in comes the suppressing barrage, and the pack is dead. No, not dead yet. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Stand Fast allowed him to tank that damage, and then the suppressing barrage finished the job. And that's the problem with these Emplacements. Suppressing barrage is just so very powerful against mortars and packs alike. Okay, well this is one benefit of having the 222 around. Can try and shoot down these planes, and there's one of the issues when casting a replay like this. You're going to have that constant plane noise roaring around all game. Oh, there we go. Shoots him down. And gets vet 1 off that as well. I think, when does it gain some more anti-aircraft at 1 level of veterancy? I'm not sure. Okay, so now he's using attack ground on the Bofors to clear out these hedges. So now he's got a pretty good lockdown on the center of the map. Burmie's going to have to try to figure something out. Very slow game in terms of command points, so he's not going to have many access to doctrinal features, whereas these come online very, very early in the game. So very good for kil4thrilz doctrine, and very bad news for Burmie, who may be relying on something, maybe a howitzer from Storm. Maybe relief infantry for some kind of suicidal push. So we've got 4 mortar pits here and a Bofors. This is, I mean, he's trying to attack with this pack here, but just suicide against 4 mortar pits. And he abandons that. He's actually put a fuel cache down in this defensive spot, and you can put a howitzer right back here in this corner, so maybe that's what he's going to go for. But I mean, he's still got to get to 8 CPs. We've still got another 5 command points before he can even get a howitzer. Making things tough. He's just popping Stand Fast here for no real reason. I mean, they were pretty much on full health anyway. Now Burmie's managing to get a bit of harassment on the far left VP. Mortar pits turning around. No, they keep changing targets. Are they ever going to shoot? When do we kind of bugging out. What's he doing here? Just keep setting up and then resetting up. Is he constantly... I think what's happening here is maybe the recon pass is giving him brief vision, and then he's not getting vision before they can actually fire their mortars. So in this case, probably recommend using attack ground, maybe binding both your mortar pits onto one control group and then using attack ground with them to actually get the mortar shells firing. It does require a bit of micro, and a lot of these advanced or emplacement players for Brits don't actually have that much micro, but you know, what can I say? This particular player seems to just about only have games as Brits. Very highly ranked, I think top 10 both 2v2 and 3v3 for Brits. Does have a couple games as Soviets, about ranked 600 as Soviets in 1v1s, so kind of illustrating the skill gap. Yeah. Very easy to play with emplacements, but very hard to counter them. Kind of sad, really. I'm looking forward to some kind of nerfs coming to them. Maybe to brace, maybe costing manpower. I know that idea is being floated, or perhaps munitions as well. At the moment, you can get these emplacements up and they're not going to bleed you any manpower. They're going to bleed your opponent, and eventually you will win the manpower game. So here we're going to see what I was talking about earlier. Perhaps the AT gun can actually fire through the emplacement. With the Stug. Yep, there we go. See, this is the problem. They should not be able to fire through an emplacement at a tank. If he had to position it in front of his emplacement, it would be much more vulnerable, easier to clear, and just generally a lot better for gameplay. I think that's a real issue, that you can just fire straight through an emplacement at your enemy's tanks. And as you can see there, didn't allow the Stug to outrange the AT gun even. Whereas the Stug can outrange the Bofors emplacement, can't outrange the AT gun sitting right behind. So yeah, now the Stug is actually not much use at all. Oh, and we're seeing another Bofors going up here covering the left-hand VP, so Burmie in really, really big trouble here. He's had good fuel income so far. Here goes his Talamine, detonated by a random mortar shell, and Burmie is upset. I've played against this many times and I also get rather upset when I see it as well. So I imagine his thoughts now probably going to go for an LFH. There we go. Locks it in, and that's Storm Doctrine. So this one, I mean, I have been using German Mechanized, which was the one with the command tank and smoke pots LFH, because I thought maybe if I had the extra scouting from the spotting scopes I may be able to get something done, but it doesn't really have an off map for destroying the emplacement, so I think maybe this one may be a bit better with the Stuka bombing strike. I know you have to time it being off brace, which can be difficult, but sometimes you need that big molly-whopping shot to just finish off an emplacement. It can be very hard to push them down, and there we go. We see that Bofors suppressing barrage does just absurd amounts of damage to garrisons. It's got to be very, very quick to jump out of a garrison once that starts barraging them. Doesn't do too much to the units inside, but yeah, flattens the garrison very quickly, so be very fast on your reaction times if a Bofors is barraging you in a garrison. I mean, he's popping stand fast here for, I mean, no real reason. It's not like his emplacements are taking any damage. And this may come back to bite him later on, but I mean, he's got good munitions income. He's already got a lot of munitions banked, and this is trash. Maybe able to use this a couple of times, but yeah, I mean, not much going on here. Once again, we see the AT gun firing through the Bofors at the Stück. We've got 2 AT guns now, so even this flak panzer not much use here. It's going to try and go past the Bofors, may take a bit of damage on its rear armor. Ooh, close call there. Almost lost his flakkie. Bofors now off brace, shredding these LMG Greens. AT gun actually out of range of the mortar pits, so actually maybe able to get a bit of damage going on here. Firing into the fog though, so he's got no sight. Those shots are scattering very wide, and now he's popping. He's popping the Bofors suppressing barrage, and it's probably going to kill this pack. With the death loop running. He gets out of there before the second barrage arrives. That was kind of lucky. So he's bleeding a lot, as I was saying. He's bleeding a lot of manpower from his AT guns, from his Rens. Whereas these emplacements not costing any manpower. So kil4thrilz actually floating up a lot of manpower. He's got a huge army size advantage. Now he's put a forward assembly, so all these do have the permanent garrisonable bonuses, so he doesn't have to pop squads into any of these garrisons now. Those bonuses, I believe it's a rate of fire bonus on the mortar pit, for the auto fire, and for the Bofors now you can use suppressive barrage without even needing to put a squad in there, so that's something. Probably afford to put another forward assembly over here just because he's floating so much manpower. So floating a bit of fuel. Has ticked up now though. Could start fielding himself a tank. Maybe a good idea to get just one Cromwell maybe, because Burmie himself has invested into a few medium tanks. The Cromwell will be a pretty good counter to them. He's got quite a lot of munitions banked himself. Maybe think about saving that for the Stuka bombing strike. In fact, no. I was thinking maybe you could get ambush camouflage, use that to scout. But I forgot that because these recon planes actually reveal camouflage units, cloaked units, so that wouldn't actually work at all. Ooh. So Burmie's in a really tough spot here. Slowly draining down on VPs. And this is what happens. I mean, the Brit players just camp on 2 VPs, holding on to critical sectors, and just slowly win the game. Very depressing to play against. And even if you do beat this kind of strategy, I mean, just not very fun to play against. I mean, you can see how static it is, slow the action is.
Emplacement under attack. Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Like Burmie's starting to float up a bit of manpower now, probably thinking about that howitzer. Still about 1 command point away from that, and that's the real issue here, because the howitzer comes so late and so little command points in this game, because it's such a static and slow match that it's actually very late before the LFH actually arrives to counter these emplacements. And by then, I mean, the Brit player could have, I mean, 1 or 2 tanks, you know, which makes defending your LFH a lot harder, a lot better on this commander at the very least. Doesn't have the howitzer destroying off-map artillery, which is good. Okay, we've got a 3rd mortar pit now. It's slightly on the left. So I guess he's booked that in hopes of covering this area. Well, we've still got that flak pans, and I suppose that could vet up just by shooting down planes. I mean, you can see it's got quite a lot of vet already. Just done a little bit of damage to emplacements and whatnot, but I imagine a lot of that veterancy is from shooting down planes. Maybe we'll get to see him shoot down another one here. Moving into range. Yep. You know, 2/3, 3/4 vet here. No, he's not quite close enough. Now he's moving in. He's taking a lot of AT gun damage, and you do also receive veterancy from taking damage as you do dealing it. I believe dealing damage you get 3 times as much veterancy as taking damage, but still can gain veterancy. Here we go, AT gun now rotating. Both was using the stand fast ability.
An emplacement is being attacked.
With in conjunction with brace, now it's pretty much indestructible. So he's going to have to back away, and that did take quite a bit of damage there from the AT gun. That thing's going to be Vet 1 soon, so he's going to be able to sprint it around, react to these harassment attempts from Burmie even quicker. Where's the Stug's Vet 1 tuck weak point? Maybe useful if we ever see a tank come out from Kil4thrilz. Looks like he is going for a comet. He's teched all the way up to the final tier, and he's bringing out a comet, and this is what people do. If you remember that advanced cancer commander picture I made that was on COH2 trending a while back, and on the COH2 Reddit.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Oh, there we go. Okay, it didn't actually gain that much veterancy, so there you go. Oh, AT gun. Looks like it came in for a couple shots on the Bofors, but quickly repelled. And as I was saying, doesn't cost any manpower to repair or reinforce, but did cost Burmie a bit of manpower. So he's just slowly losing, but he's finally got to 8 CPs, and he's putting up his LFH, as I was saying, right in the very far corner. Probably the best idea. Will be a bit riskier to try put it down here. In fact, that may no, it's not his base sector, but yeah, much easier to defend it in this corner. We'll have to see how he gets on here. Gonna become a good old-fashioned turtle off. We may need to invest in another Stug as well to try and deal with this comet. There we go, comet making itself known, and there we go, we get to see the suppression from having these 2 bulletins actually suppressing that squad there. It looks like 2 does an alright job. I mean, that was what? That wasn't too long before that squad got suppressed. It does mean you have to get a flak panzer though, which is not always easy. As Lost there, if I'm honest, can be quite hard to take up to tier 3. Okay, we've got the LFH barraging now. Okay, and this is where clustering all 3 of your emplacements together can actually be a bit of a liability. Let's pop the stand fast though, so they're still pretty much all at full health. Got to brace this one though. Taking a bit of damage, and I didn't realise this has like no cooldown at all. As soon as it's worn off, it's back up, and I mean there's no way you can deny your opponent munitions, especially on a map like this. Unfortunately, I do not know the numbers on stand fast, what the repair rate is like. I can't give you any hard facts on that, unfortunately. It looks like the LFH barrage is over now though, and stand fast still rolling. It's probably going to keep them all at full health. So gained a bit of veterancy on the LFH. He's got to try and get to Vet 2 where it reduces cooldown. He's actually gone for a second LFH. So we'll have to see how he gets on here. We've got sweepers here doing that teller. Oh no! Oh, double no. Stood down. And these two LFHs rather defenseless against this. Pack's in trouble, getting blasted on. Looks like some mortar pits can even range all the way to basically Burmie's base here. Now the Comet's running amok, but he ran over at this telemine, which was not revealed by the sweepers. Now the Flak Panzer going to work on the AT gun, duking out. He's taking a Comet shot though. He's trying to do some slick maneuvers, and he does. He clears out that AT gun. Looks like the LFH was also shooting at the AT gun. Here's Pack got recruit. Comet's in trouble here. No, but it keeps bouncing shots, and the mortar emplacement still raining down here. And there it goes. Comet now switching targets to the LFH. Burmie is quickly trying to rebuild a Stug. Looks like he's maybe going to try to recrew this with the Grenadiers, but he's got to be careful because he's just still in range of that. All these, in fact, I mean these are all the way back here, and they're ranging basically to Burmie's base here. Oh, but he ran over that telemine, which was no longer on the field. I mean, no longer revealed by these engineers, which had to retreat. So, kind of a lucky break there by Burmie. He was getting smashed by that Comet. It popped the white phosphorus rounds. This FH was going down fast. But he catches a break there. His second teller finishes the job. Now he's got two LFHs, and when I did play against this exact same commander on a similar map, as I said, Lost Glider, I went for my second LFH perhaps a bit late. So we'll have to see how Burmie gets on, having gone for it a lot earlier. Maybe the key to countering that. Also, kil4thrilz here, losing that Comet. He's in a tough spot now because Burmie's got fresh Stug, and he's doing quite a lot of damage here to this tight cluster. If he...
An emplacement is being attacked.
So he's got stand fast rolling though. He will not be deterred, and now he brought his AT gun around, actually forcing away that Stug, and now the mortar pit's starting to rain down on the Pack, forcing that back. It looks like Burmie stole that second 6-pounder, so got quite a bit of anti-tank in the bank.
We have lost a Pack gun.
Nope, got cleared by the mortars as it was trying to retreat, unfortunately. Oh, he's got ambush camouflage on this squad over here. This can be super nasty. You get a accuracy bonus coming out of ambush camouflage, so you can do a lot of damage in a short period of time. We see kil4thrilz here decrewing this. Does have a hammer, so he could drop a gammon bomb on it. Probably would be a good idea.
Emplacements are ready to stand
But it looks
fast.
like he probably not thinking that far, unfortunately. And just in the nick of time, here comes another Flak Panzer for Burmie. And actually suppressing in the first shot there. And force all this infantry back. I think if he gammon bombed there, I'm not sure what the health is on the artillery. At the very least would have brought it down to extremely low, if not destroy it altogether. The Howitzers continue to work on this tight formation.
Wireless intercepts put Harry Hun on 200 points.
Burmie doesn't have any pioneers at the moment, so... Wow! It looks like these mortar emplacements can actually range into Burmie's base. Maybe just the front of his base, but his base nonetheless. So maybe if he was microing these with attack ground, might actually be able to kill this tech structure, which actually would be good, because then Burmie wouldn't have access to Panzerfaust. He would have to rebuild that tech structure, and that could be quite handy in a tank engagement. Double alley features going hard here. Looks like these mortar pits going to go down. He pops brace. Perhaps a bit late. There we go. He's got brace on all of them, but stand fast is needs to activate it again. He's a bit late on the reactions here. What's he doing? Okay, there he goes. Stand fast, but you know, as I was saying, these players not as good with their micro. Have a bit of a delay there. But he comes out of brace just in the nick of time. He's dropping the Stuka dive bomb. Oh, this could finish him. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. All the emplacements did. Nicely timed there by Burmie. But he lost his flak panzer there. That could be a problem. It looks like he destroyed it. Didn't want that falling into enemy hands. But yeah, that's a hammer blow there. What's that? 400, 800, 1080 manpower there. That's a huge loss for Kil4thrilz. Oh, Burmie pop and ambush camouflage there, getting that brief accuracy bonus. Turning the tables here, dealing a lot of damage to this infantry section. As I was saying here, I think that Kil4thrilz forgot. He does have access to the gamma bombs, having gone for the hammer. Probably could have killed this front howitzer by now, but oh well. LFH is going to work on the other emplacements now.
Emplacements are ready to stand fast.
And he didn't have time to put down any more mines here, so his Comet is in a pretty good position. Still gives a good counter to the Comet though. Got good penetration. We've got an AT gun rotated in this direction now. Comet's taking a lot of damage. Okay, he drops a dive bomb and whatever that was there. Now he's going for some shorter range barrages. Counter barrage. Okay. So his double LFHs are hanging in there. Oh, and it looks like somehow he killed this emplacement over here. I guess Kil4thrilz forgot to brace it while he was getting barraged by a howitzer. So now Burmie is in a really good spot here. Ooh, nice rifle grenade there. Did he bring up anything of his own? No. Still going to be very hard to kill this. I mean, I don't understand why he's not using stand fast. Ooh, another stupid dive bomb now on the COH2. Doesn't quite kill it, but it's extremely low.
Centaur ACAC tank ready and waiting for orders.
Once again, I think this is Kil4thrilz kind of exposing his actual skill level.
Emplacement destroyed by the enemy.
Not microing his placements very well. I mean, if this lasts as long as its cooldown, perhaps he should just spam it all the time, especially if you've got 400 munitions in the bank. Also, why not use vehicle crew repairs? It's available there. This is kind of curious as to how he's got so highly ranked. Just really showing off why placements are a problem in the game right now. A player like this can be top 50, but despite not even being very good and using his particular form of abuse. Okay, now finally he's popping the vehicle crew repairs, but this is after he's already lost so much. I mean, if he had his his comet at full health. Perhaps he could have
HQ is under
done a
attack.
lot more. And now we got the LFHs working on the HQ. Look at them go. This was a...
Downed enemies trying to take a point from us.
Here we go, that's Windows 10 alerts. That's off. It just completely threw me for a loop there. And I was expecting some Windows 10 shenanigans. And there we go. But yeah, Centaur, just a terrible idea in this case. It's not just never build the Centaur basically at this stage. It's too slow. Does a lot of damage to infantry, but yeah, terrible mobility. Can't chase anything down and can't get out of the way of anti-tank counters to it, so it's just a bit of a liability at this stage. Okay, here we go. We've got Stug engaging against the Comet. Perhaps should use the target weak point. Try to lock its turret. So the gunner keeps dying here, unable to get any shots off on the Stug. Here comes the Centaur from the side. This is a terrible idea. Imagine if this was a Cromwell right now. Could speed around here, kill probably the Stug, maybe the Flak Panzer as well. But he built a Centaur for some reason. Should probably back all the way into his corner. In fact, look at these LFHs, man. They can range so far, but you should probably back these back right into the corner, pop the crew repairs, and come out for one last push. And there we go. Looks like that's exactly what he's lining up to do right now. So credit to Burmie, I mean, that was beautiful. That dive bomb on all those low emplacements right as they came out of brace. Just a thing of beauty, if I'm honest. And kil4thrilz here, perhaps exposing his real skill level, not microing stand fast, not using vehicle crew repairs early enough. And just being a bit lazy with his braces, not being quick to react to Burmie's howitzer barrages. Overall, could sharpen up his micro, and probably would have had a lot more success against Burmie's strategy if he had done so. Also forgot to use the gammon bombs on these howitzers. Probably could have killed at least one. But there you go. So he's bringing out Centaur from the side. Looks like the Stug's going to deal with that, and Vet 2 now is going to have a tremendous rate of fire. Just ripping in. There we've got the Comet coming in from the side here. Now the Stug's rotated for that. AT gun working on the Stug though. Oh, he's taking engine damage. Still in range of the AT gun. Oh, with main gun destroyed. Stug's going to go down here. Stug a dive bomb on the AT gun. Didn't react to that. AT gun rotated. Now Comet's in big trouble. Down goes the Flak Panzer. Comet goes down. It's having a hard time penetrating the frontal armor though. Now that Stug's got the armored skirts upgrade. Oh, but he doesn't get out of the AT gun's arc in the nick of time. Stug survives. kil4thrilz has nothing left except for a large amount of manpower, and that will be the game. Sinkera detected. Well, there you go. I think I summarized that alright in the last minute or so, so I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.